Hi, if you enjoyed this video, please like and or subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Today I'll be talking about living dolls, which are, as what the name says, they're living dolls. Living dolls are creatures that are made up of, they're typically made of, fabric with, stuffing, so, little dolls, but there is an occasion where they can be made up of basically everything that's around them. And what is it? There are three different kinds. There are the children, males and female, adult male and females, the children, female, the minor, male and females. So the adult males are about 14 inches in height. They have a band around their left upper arm, and they typically have a kilt on because I like drawing kilts. And they have a band around their about mid right leg. And the female adults are about 10 inches tall. They have a longish shirt, goes down to about pretty sure it's called forearm, about halfway to the forearm, and they wear a band around their right wrist, and they have pants on, that go down to their ankles. Well, wherever you would say their ankles would be. And the children, all in general, male or female, because the females don't really have anything to cover up. They just typically wear certain dressing because it helps me basically describe them and also draw them. The children are about 7 inches tall. They band around their upper right arm, kind of like the males. They have a shorter kilt than the males do, so more of like a skirt, but I'm still going to call it a kilt because it's worn by males and females. They have I would say protective shoes because they're made of typically stone or metal. It's very thin though, and it's very interesting. And they have a little gem in the middle, which is actually quite really neat to draw. It's fun to draw, which I would put a picture up of the paper that I'm reading off of right now to just plaster on there. And actually, I'm not reading off of it. It's just it's just pictures that I have to go through. Now, there's something called mimickers, and they are created by, they're also known as demon dolls. They are faceless. All they have is just two black empty eyes. And they have a cover rag, I guess, where the crotch would be. It's the cover rag. And then they have another cover rag. It's like a torn up and messed up shirt. And then they have a weird mismatch of shoes. And they have a fake band on their upper left thigh. It's very cool how I drew this. And then here's some notes I wrote down on this, which I have no memory of writing this down. Dolls have a hard time telling if this is a mimicker or a doll, which implies that dolls aren't that smart, because this thing looks nothing like a doll. Again, I would just post a picture. I'm probably just going to take pictures of these and put them on Twitter or something. And then there's another note, which is they're controlled by dark and light magic mixed very hard. So basically what you need to do is you need to be able to mix dark and light magic, and it creates a demon doll if you put it inside a doll. And it would just, this little doll, if you have it where it's not closed, the thing will go around and collect random items and just toss it on itself, so it looks more like a doll, like a tattered up doll. It's very interesting how my brain put this. So now I'm going to talk about magic, because magic is greatly infused into dolls. So dolls are capable of breeding. That's why there's children. But how it works is they don't really, They don't go through gestation or any of that, or laying an egg. They don't go through that stuff because they don't have like insides, technically. They have a force of magic, and magic is actually. I decided in this world that I'm gonna have magic be like a tiny little like, I think it's what is it called? Don't have it written down, but it's like these tiny little bacteria, which is what magic is. It's like little bacteria, I guess. That's one way I can put it as. And they're called dinballs. Dinbaul. Dinball. And there are multiple kinds, but there are 7 main kinds of dinball. One kind is actually artificial. Well, quote-unquote artificial. It's a dead dinball, basically. It's called lost magic. Basically, when you take the life force of another creature that has a dinball, it will, if you kill a thing, you will gain its magic, which, dark. I love it. There is wind, fire, dark, earth, light, and water. Each of these have different mixes. For instance, another version of wind is gas, another version of fire is lava, another version of water is ice, another version of earth is metal, another version of dark is death, another version of light is life, another version of lost is illusion. And then there's a bunch of mixes, which I only have a certain amount of mixes put in here. There's sound, which is lost in wind, electricity, which is fire and life, or light. And then there is a venom, which is dark and water, and then there's a nature, which is light or life mixed with earth. There is space, which is dark mixed with lost, and then there is time, which is lost mixed with light. And then there's gravity, which is basically just earth and lost put together. Those are all the ones I have written down right now, but eventually I probably will make more. But those are like the main ones, other than all the mixes. The mixes are just there because I wanted to make it easier in my life, to make it like, yes, if you mix these two, you get this. So, I have that. The magic, or the dinball, are, I would say, interesting, because the planet is a planet, so dinballs are able to, they're like tardigrades, or better known as water bears. They can basically live through anything. The only thing that can kill them is straight up being used as magic. They can survive extreme heat, extreme cold, no oxygen, too much oxygen. There's a bunch of different combinations where they can survive. And for them, they live actually in like the core of, like, anything below the crust of the planet they live in. And they don't need anything to actually, like, eat. And they reproduce asexually. And the way they reproduce is basically just split off each other. I find it really cool if, like, you have two things and they just split off from another to make more. Which, the only reason why they would breed sexually, the reason why they reproduce sexually is because, like, they're outside of the extreme heat climate. And that helps them adapt more to, like, higher, is it higher or lower? It would adapt to, like, above the crust, like, oxygen and, like, area, even though they don't need that time and, like, that way of reproducing. So there are very few things that can kill these things. And they have no particular gender. And they are made of a, quote, unknown substance. That is straight up what I wrote down for these things. They are made of a, quote, unknown substance. So, don't know what they're made of still. I have it where, like, if the planet breaks, the amount of dinball will just like overrun the planet and basically kill everything, causing everything to suffocate because there's not enough actual oxygen in the air because there's so much in the core. And magic comes from like, it lives in the core of the earth mainly. That's where like the massive amounts of it is. And like there's for instance like volcanoes and like, I don't know what they're called, but like underwater, basically like underwater volcanoes. They help like they put off the dimples into the air, but not so much where it is suffocating everything. So I have that, and I'm going to actually go now and let you guys watch the last little bit of the video. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, like and subscribe. It does help ever so slightly, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of this video. Have a nice day.